Hi there, it's Ic0n and we're sitting on the beginning of part 4 of the Formicid Abyssal Night. Last time we cleared out the lower level of the lair and the orcish mines. Everything went out pretty fine for us. We gained some decent gear, some awesome artifact ring, some nice plate armor, and overall we're getting forward. And I've stopped last time in front of this nasty little vault level, which looks pretty spooky from the looks of it. Two upstairs here are pretty near to this vault, and the other upstairs is near the entrance to the vaults itself. And the problem with this level is I hit a alarm trap back then, which leads to a crap ton of swarming enemies all around this floor, which is pretty insane actually. This trap made this entire floor a lot harder to take. So I'm gonna take this staircase here and stair dance around a bit with these guys. So he's wielding a broadaxe of venom. How uncomfortable. Well, they're exactly as fast as I am, so we can take this back here. It's a great sword of flaming. Gotta try that out actually. Let's bring down these two guys. So now is the point where I want to know. This is a +2. Gonna drop that one, and this is a +2 as well. Very good. Okay, definitely a little upgrade here. Long blades is on 13.5. That's getting somewhere as well. We're picking up more and more scrolls of ancient weapon. That's also very useful. Taking down the upgrade thing here first. It's on a poison stance and we're still lacking poison resistance. Another glowing shield. Plain +2, sadly. Nothing I want to stick to. These vault guards are very good sources for shields along the game. Overall, heavy weaponry, heavy armors. That's what these enemies feature a lot. You'll overall end up finding a branded one in this area of the game sooner or later. ID scroll. Well, I want to have this lightning wand identified. Might come in handy later. So here's everything in movement, and yeah, whoa. Mean little vault thingy. This fire crab is probably a shapeshifter. Probably not, but you never know with vaults. Could be anything happening here. And we have a Nekosac on this pack. I'm gonna bring down this mage to kill it. Yeah, looks like a legit fire crab here. You don't see those too often around here. Okay. It's overall pretty well with this fight. I'm a bit surprised here. Everything went out as smooth. But in a positive way. Here goes some skeletal warrior, and I'm gonna put up the holy wrath two-handed sword, and it one-shot this skeletal warrior. That's why I really like to carry around a holy branded weapon of my choice. It's really useful against all manners of evil stuff and over mage. 30% chance on his evil spells. Gonna kite this around the corner. 2 of these. That's bad. Gonna step over here and immediately start digging here. Don't want to have 2 of them on each side. That's pretty spooky. Flaming scimitar for this one. Okay. I think the digging was the best choice to take here to divide this lot a bit. I have a few enemies Simulacrum. Okay, I'm having some cold resistance. Really like to check that out before I face them. They have a lot of extra cold damage on their kit. So they basically do the same amount of damage as the original one does, plus some amount of cold damage. It's like their basic attack got cold branded by being a simulacrum, which is really scary. It's in a way. Stuff like, let's say, a Juggernaut being a simulacrum would be absolutely insane. If you're lacking cold resistance, that is. Okay. Two sides filled with enemies. We're really taking every step pretty carefully here. Fire Dragon. I don't want to have that on my tail while I kite away. I always want to bring him down if possible. Yeah, we did it. Moth of Wrath. Okay, that's really bad. This Berserk Frog is no biggie, but this Berserk Cyclops looks sure a bit scary. And also this Berserk Tengu Warrior. I'm gonna banish him. Can I take him down? Yes, I can. Wasn't too hard actually. Another Hydra. Let's chop some heads. Okay. Luckily they stopped berserking here. But the Moth of Wrath is in their line of sight. And luckily it's going to be the next enemy to fall. Really annoying buggers. And there's some ancient ringmail. Can I ID it? Yes, I can. And I have some unique ring as well. +1, dex +3. Pretty meager item here. Okay, let's check out some jewelry here. Protection from cold. I was missing that. Wizardry and Slate +5. Oh boy. Don't want to say no to that, actually. For now, I'm pretty fine with that. But it's gonna be challenging later on. I'm gonna drop the Scimitar of Flaming and gonna swap this Greatsword of Flaming to the other slot. I should be able to wield it by now pretty decently. Yeah, I want to keep this ring on for now. If I need some extra resistances, I can always swap rings. Slaying +5 is really insane. This ring is a very lucky drop. First Stone Giant, and that first rock really hurt me a lot. I think I might want to banish him. These guys are really dangerous to take. And I think I went into that way too eager. Fire Giant. I have some fire resistance going on here. So let's take him down. Should be easier than the Stone Giant. There we go. Gonna roam around in the other way now a bit. This Stone Giant situation sure scared me a lot. So this level is basically filled with a lot of enemies that you usually face in the level 1 of the depths. And that's pretty scary here. Okay, so the Greatsword of Flaming is usable now against the Hydras. Yet still I'm taking more damage than with the Scimitar before, because my attack speed got a bit slower with the Greatsword, but I want to make space in these inventory slots a bit. And Hydras are not that much of a threat anymore as they once were. Wolf Spider, I really want to take this down quickly. They have a lot of damage in their kit here. And 40 damage per hit potentially. Flayed Ghost. So I'm gonna break the line of sight for a moment, put up the Holy Wrath Sword, and start chopping here. Really having trouble here hitting this guy, but he was alone, thankfully. Book of Debilitation, don't need that. I'm not going into hexes for this game. Book of the Warp, now that one's really useful. Control Blink in it. It's very appealing, yet still I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to bring this up for this run, that is. We're going for 3 run again. Maybe gonna do some extended game one day of this video series. But for now I'm all into easy to play combos for some fun to watch and get some ideas how to win the game. I'm all in for more different combinations and more difficult stuff. And if you want to see something in particular, just drop in a comment, and I really like to see some ideas, and I really like to experiment around and get a challenge out of these games. So feel free to tell me if you want to see some combo or some race or something like that in particular. Okay, time to take out this area here. Should be okay to do so. Until now I didn't take any damage. The spooky center vault is done. Feeling really relieved about that. That stone giant was the biggest threat actually. Was surprised how much damage I took in that rapid succession after everything went so fine. But yeah, stone giants. There are no enemies for this kind of depth here. So I'm ignoring these barbs a bit to deny the shooting line of sight of the manticore here. Because it hurts sure a lot more if he can fire on me as long as he likes to. Instead of taking a few steps even with the barbs. That doesn't kill me that fast. Electric eels. Let me sense some monster. It's in a freak. Not too much of a problem. Okay, looks like Dungeon 14 has been beaten down here. Took another ring of protection from cold. Oops, wrong button here. I really don't want to pick up more of those. One's enough. Let's head downstairs to D15. Okay, we're standing in an open space here, but nothing of this in my line of sight is too scary, so I feel like trying more luck here. Focusing down the Centaur Warrior, and then the Fleet, then the Wraith. The whites are not much of a big deal here anymore. More and more scimitars. This game is really infested with good scimitars. Let's check it out. Oh well, not as much as I thought. Or a lot of scimitars are flaming though. 3 of them so far. It's pretty funny since I didn't take one step into the Elven Halls yet, where you usually find a lot of long blades. Alright. This is a situation I can take. Let's take down the Hydra first. This worked really well this time. Next, a Salamander. A Swamp Dragon. Okay. We got that down pretty easily. And the Slime Creatures. Everything's perfectly okay. So that's the entrance to the depths here. So that's one of the more dangerous spots of this level done. And I'm gonna auto-explore a bit. There's a freezing wraith. And now we go for some more auto-exploring here. I feel like after the last level being that brutal to us, we should be okay here. So yeah, we have a wizard here, which has a high chance of paralyzing us. Let's step forward and kill him. The banishment is not too much of a problem. He has a good chance of doing so, yet still we're able to escape from there with the golem. Kirky, all her pigs gone, but she picked me too. So let's run until it wears off. Certainly don't want to get blasted by these lindworms. Yeah, I'm lacking some options for magic resistance here. It's gotta be ending someday. Okay, so this is a very, very long transformation actually. Maybe I'm gonna toss my File of Floods into her face so she can't percolate me here. Alright, got her. I always feel like the speed bonus on the big form helps a lot to actually get away when she turns you into a pig. And with the harpies around, this would have been a more dangerous scenario though. A single killer bee, which was a shapeshifter in truth. Such mean disguise. Okay. Another ogre, Tango Conjurer, a zombie, and an imp. And this smart fella just blew himself apart with this mephitic cloud of his. Was a silly bird, I'd say. Alright. We have Spider Lair or Shoals at our disposal next. We can go for Depths 1, but I really don't want to go for that now. I think we're sitting in some really dangerous options here, and for now I want to go for the Spider Nest. I think that's the most safest approach here to take on next. The enemies there are not too tanky for any particular reason. Yet still, I'm gonna put up this plate armor of poison resistance because I really want to be equipped against poison in this scenario. Orb spiders, well, I have a big chance to banish them if they ever get a threat here. Well, orb spiders are always avoiding you if you get close, yet still at some point you're able to take them down. Okay, that's a lot of pressure here, and I'm gonna dig here to minimize the amount of tiles around me. Another roof spider, but I really want to bring down the Tarantella first to get rid of the risk of getting confused. Alright. I really want to check out how good this works out for me. There's this sneaky ghost, another Minotaur. Angry Minotaurs. This whole game is filled with angry Minotaurs. It's this third Minotaur dude lurking here, trying to smack me. Here we go. We got rid of him. Alright. This orb spider. I could lightning it, but that would make a terrible amount of noise. For now, I just walk towards it and smack it. Let's check out how good I'm able to take down this Minotaur ghost. We're swinging, we're swinging, we're swinging. Slowly I'm taking him down, but I'm gonna interrupt this fight to bring down the demonic crawler. I don't want to have this player ghost and the demonic crawler at once. And we need to restart here, but the first fight went pretty decently. We're both swinging at each other with no too big impact here. Some ratbacks swarming in, but I feel comfortable continuing to fight. Alright, we hit level 18. My strength is at 23. That's perfectly enough. I'm gonna invest more into intelligence. I don't wear anything buffing up my strength here, no. Alright, 23 is kind of like the cap I want to pick up for characters which go melee. Agnes is caught in a web. It's only an unbranded lash tang on her. Don't think the web will entangle her long enough. Alright, so my banishment chances here are really bad. I feel like I want to bring up a potion of agility to have some more evasion rating, and let's see how this fight works out. Pretty well from the looks of it. Alright, we got this. Another glowing dagger. I'm not interested, thank you. Starting to auto-explore a bit now. And let's dig. It's very, very useful option for Formicids in open areas like the spider lair to create everywhere I need a little corner to fight in. I think spider should be pretty okay for me. Gotta keep an eye out for the Emperor Scorpions though. I'm really wondering how good we will be able to deal with them. But with the rest of the spiders so far we're pretty set. For Entropy Weavers we got the Resist Corrosion up. And I'm also seeing Invisible against the Ghost Mobs. Overall, every bigger threat of the spider lair is covered up with these, and that's really good. Hope this will be the first rune to pick up in this game. A ring, another ring. Let's try it out. It's a ring of poison resistance. Very, very appealing. I want to keep that for now. So let's dig into this here. It's a lot of spiders again. And being confused in a situation like this is almost not really dangerous. Yet still I'm losing my shield bonus while confused. Something to take, something to bear in mind. And I really took in a lot of hits here. Let's check. The orb spider saw me. I think I'm gonna banish it for now. I'm not in shape for fighting these right now. Feeling better now. Getting swarmed by 3 of these. So that's the kind of situation where I want to dig this kind of corner. Force them into my face. Way more dangerous than the open space. Way more safer than the open space. Okay. More spiders. Yeah. This works out pretty well though. It's a huge amount of enemies swarming towards us here. Pretty insane. It's not every time so many of these. Alright. What a slaughter in the corner. But this also could be a lot of the enemies of this floor. Maybe some alarm trap got blown up and woke up all the enemies. We meet Donald. He's not wearing a enchanted shield this time, but he's instantly mighted and throwing stones at us. That's not too impressive here. I want to put up another agility potion here and start fighting this carefully. Seems to work out fine though. Glowing chain man. Don't think I want to try this out. Although, well, the curiosity. I can't carry that many items. Why is that? Oh well. So many useful things lying in my pocket here. For now, I'm gonna get rid of magic and brilliance. Those are 2 potions I can grab later on if I need them. Same goes for amnesia. If I ever gonna need them, I'm gonna pick them up later. So let's drop the Brilliance Potion and Magic Potion as well. There we go. This should free up some inventory space as soon as I got rid of the Amnesia. There we go. 3 more slots. Alright. Should be done with Spider 1 pretty soon. Yep, called it. And there goes the next army. And there's Nicola. That's something. That's something. I do have some potions of resistance on me, so this should be doable. But I really don't want to take this fight like that. So let's try out this staircase. Oh boy. Really, I was able to divide them a bit though. And even more now. Perfect. Really like it when it works out like that. And there's Francis. Wow. Francis has a very potent skill set. Demon Summoning, Iron Shot, Haste. It's a lot of danger here. And also Icicle while I'm lacking cold resistance. Okay, turns out Spider 2 is a very dangerous place. There are 2 very, very powerful uniques, and there's even Ic0n hanging around. Whoa, okay. I don't want to take that. I don't feel comfortable with this happening around here, so we're gonna stick our head into the Shoals. Gonna clear up level 1 there and see what happens. Maybe we're gonna die there. Could also be happening, but don't want to go for depths here. I'm lacking the first rune to go for the vaults. So want to try out how this area works out for me. Let's carefully explore forward. Okay, there's some baddies standing behind the corner. Got him. Manticore. Well, I have no reflection on me, no flying. Well, that's not entirely true. I have some potions of flying. Gotta keep those in mind when I need to flee for some reason. So there's a Scroll of Noise. I really want to pick those up here, mainly because of the mesmerizing spells. And there's a Merfolk Avatar. I think the +5 slaying though does the tricks on these guys really good. So want to try how good this works out. Spider 2 was certainly too spooky for my taste, with all those uniques hanging around. I really want to pick up some more levels before I take these this cocktail of dangerous guys hanging around together. So Shoals 1 so far a really comfortable place. A nice walk on the beach. But that's only level 1. I think level 2 will bring up some more pressure here. Merfolk Siren. Yeah, the slaying really helps me out here a lot. There's some plain Merfolk swimming around. And we're even able to hit them pretty decently in the water. It's always a good sign. I'm very, very happy here. There's a first Impaler. It's a very good thing to try out. Demon Trident of Flaming. Pretty dangerous weapon. Let's force him on land. Yeah, 3 hits. Not too hard to land. Alright. Very nice. I really think I'm gonna try out if I'm able to clear out Shoals 2 as well. And I noticed that I'm carrying around a lot of random stuff here. Yet still there's not much to invest those scrolls into. I'm gonna drop the Scroll of Brand Weapon here and put the auto pickup on it down. If I happen to need one, I can look it up with the search function here. No biggie. But right now it's only cramming my inventory for no reason at all. Merfolk Siren standing pretty prone here. Sea Snake. I'm lacking... No, I'm not lacking Arc Poison. Oh, very nice. I'm still wearing the plate armor from the Snake Pit. It's very good, actually. There are some poisonous monsters here. And I don't want to take this fight here, because they have a Siren with them, which is coming closer, so I'm forcing the Siren to get really close where we can fight on our own terms. Worked out really well. That worked out really well. As soon as I see Sirens or Merfolk avatars, I really need to step back immediately. Think about evoking Flight if necessary. It's still... I should be able to banish these as well. My invocations level is a very high level here. Means it should be very easy to banish these guys. So he feared me. He slapped me. Oh boy. This guy really is a bit hard to take down without any magic resistance at all. So... this merfolk disappeared somewhere. And there's a Siren, also very easy to take down. Okay, I'm surprised how well this Shoals run is going so far. There's the first Kraken. Let's take a few swings on these tentacles. Taking a lot of damage here, yet the Kraken will be down pretty soon. But... oh my god, okay. There's a water nymph. Don't want to meet her when I'm that low on HP. Merfolk Impaler with a Trident of Venom. That's at least no extra damage branding on them. Okay. I'm really missing some regeneration effect right now. Would be really awesome to have that here. The setter has noticed this. So is the water nymph closing in. But we're able to stand on land, not in water. Nymphs really only are able to hurt you really hard when you're standing in water. I'm gonna dig in here. Create a nice little hidey hole here to regenerate back up. That worked out well. Some Sea Snake and some Merfolk. Easy to kill as well. Working hungry. Let's eat some. Well, I'm not sure if I killed this Kraken or if I retreated too early. I feel like he should have survived. I stopped chopping the tentacles at some point. And we found a scroll of acquirement. I'm gonna put this into armor again, because I feel like I can have a lot of upgrades here. That's some archery gloves. Tempting. These provide a +4 bonus in slaying for ranged weaponry. Very, very useful gloves for a ranged character. Alright, so there's the tentacle thing going on again. I'm getting swarmed by these tentacles and obviously taking a lot of damage of this. Don't feel too comfortable with that. Kraken are really scary enemies. And it feels like I'm lacking some means of killing them off quickly enough. Alligator snapping turtle though, not too much of a problem. Very okay. Okay. Tentacle's magic immune, but I can't vanish through these tentacles. I'm really tempted to send him down into the abyss. Doesn't work out though. Well, this is a very extended fight with this Kraken, but I really want to get rid of him here. Okay. Line of sight yet again blocked by the tentacles. Looks like we're good here though. Okay. Gonna banish him now. Take down the nymph. So walking right into the face of the Kraken was a bit rash, yet still I knew I could banish him at a very decent percentage. So I feel like this was a lot safer than it looked like. Also had the Ic0n blink available, so it's okay. Alright, Shoals 3 now. This Merfolk Siren, well, ooh boy, there's Polyphemus. It's accompanied by a wild bunch of scary animals around him. Catobal Pass, Death Yak, well, the Death Yak being the most harmless of these. One try out another staircase. Looked a bit spooky here. Another scroll of acquirement. It's another chance of pulling a nice item here. Yet again, I'm gonna acquire some armor. A ruined large shield. Hell yeah. Cold resistance shield. Very nice. This also means I can train up my shields until it hits 15. And then I'm also capped out with the shield usage here. Formicid's very apt at using shields. Love it. Alright. I'm trying to avoid the spot where I met Polyphemus. I'm really afraid he's having some dream sheep on him, and that would be really scary, getting immobilized. The main threat of this guy is he's having a Catobal Pass with him. If there's a dream sheep around, there's another source of immobilization, and that's where stuff gets really scary in the Shoals. Okay, Aquamancer and an Elemental. I think I'm able to deal with these up front, yet still I prefer to kite behind this corner and avoid any other baddies joining into the fight, like these harpies. Wouldn't have needed them back there. There we go, everything's fine. And we go for some little auto-explore adventure. Bring down the Death Yak. Bring down the third Death Yak. I'm really fond of killing these by now. Another Merfolk. And the Siren, forcing me into the water. Since there's nobody else around, I'm taking this bait. This bait, I mean, not bait. Another bunch of ranged enemies. I'm gonna stand behind this corner again. Gonna dig here. Didn't feel too safe beside the wall because of the closing in Merfolk there. And there's still Polyphemus somewhere around there. There's a Rage Potion. Sadly, they're absolutely useless for Formicid. Gonna banish this Kraken immediately right now. Don't want to have this hassle again. Yet still, I think the large shield is a very strong improvement for my character here overall. And it's only a cold resistance shield, yet still cold resistance is a needed attribute across the game. So I feel like enchanting this large shield to +4. Okay, so there's the Catobal Pass. Let's see if we can take this fight a bit better than the first one of those. And there's Polyphemus stepping beside, and there we go. I should be able to smack him here. Fell into water. A bit unfortunate, but I didn't want to stand back and give him more chances to throw stuff at me. We're meeting a siren here. Keep dancing around this pillar. Now she mesmerized me, but now I'm at full HP again. So I'm taking this fight. Alright. Biggest portion of Shoals 3 seems to be done. And there goes an Ocelot plant. Interesting. Double Ocelot plant. Don't see any reason to clear this out though. I don't see any items lying beneath those Ocelots. So we found a new ring. Let's try that out. The Ring of Sea Invisible. Absolutely not useful for us. We have that as a trait through our race. Merfolk Impaler coming in. And considering how easy I kill these guys by now, my hit rate went sky high with this slaying ring. And with taking this into consideration, I want to go for Shoals 4 here. Stick my head into it. Nothing here came close to killing me here. The whole area was a breeze so far, and I think I could be able to finish Shoals 4 by now. As long as I'm not getting some more unlucky unique spawns down here. That would be very unfortunate. So the water nymph drowned the staircase. It's always a very, very scary scenario. So I'm ignoring the water for a moment and try to bring her down as quick as possible. And Shoals 4 is a lot different than the levels before. And since I'm carrying around some magic mapping maps, scrolls, I want to magic map this. This pattern could be Ic0n's place, and the rest of those are all vaults filled with monsters, and one of those will eventually contain the room in this branch. Okay, some impalers. Fighting them heads on doesn't work out as intended. Let's try it like that. Still a lot of pressure on these guys, and they're hard to hit. And let's regenerate back up. First vault done. Shiny shield. Don't be a shield of reflection, please. Alright, got lucky. That would be really, really hard for me to take. We're seeing some impaler here. So I'm going into this room. This area is blocking some sight. It's really something I want to have, because I think Ic0n might be around there, but it's cool dragging out some of these enemies, bringing out the Javelineer, and I mean it's more inventory space since somehow I didn't drop the Ring of Sea Invisible. I want to pick up these javelins, mainly because I have these gloves of archery now, and that also means I don't need too much skill to hit with these quite good. Yet still the delay will be horrible. But I really like to have some option to chuck things at people which run towards me for sure. That's a few swings, a bit of extra damage, always comes in handy. Next vault is a sea snake vault. I really like those. That's a lot more harmless than the ones before. The alligator snapping turtle though is a bit scary. Stepping out of the water, don't want to take the penalty here. Taking too much damage. I think I'm gonna lightning into this. Didn't work out. The turtle is slow, so gonna shake it off. Let's try another charge of lightning on it. And another one. Didn't kill it. So let's banish it. And there's Ic0n. Let's escape immediately. I'm not gonna fight her with this amount of HP. No way. It's gonna be a short fight which ends in my demise. But I want to go back here and bring her closer to the stairs and pull her upstairs. Let's try killing her. I'm really happy she didn't blink this whole fight. Actually pretty lucky. Because she can blink. Alright, that's one big threat sign gone for this level. Because Ic0n is on her own not as much dangerous as other uniques. Let's say Francis, which is with his demon summoning on its own very dangerous. But Ic0n is very mobile. She can turn invisible, which is no problem for this character. But normally this can also be a bit of a problem. Speaking of problems, this whole room is a problem. A lot of baddies here with ranged options. And we got Ic0n here. Alright. I think the easiest way to deal with this is gonna be invisibility here. The Cyclops can't see invisible, but kiting through the water while having Cyclops and Manticores and all manner of ranged baddies following me, it sounds really spooky to me. Especially since I had to run through a large portion of water there, which makes me slow. Right. Invis did the job very well. None of these was able to see invisible. And that saved the fight for me. Bunch of harpies. Want to fight on solid ground here. Always want to try to avoid fighting in the water here. The Cyclops, the Water Elemental, Ic0n, and the Necromancer. Alright, let's take this around the corner. And bring down the Necromancer. Bring down the Cyclops. Bring down the Ic0n. Everything's fine. Book of the Sky. Deflect missiles, silence, summon lightning spire. It's a very powerful book. I want to pick up the lightning spire. Probably I'll never use it, but I feel good about keeping some very useful spells. Glowing war axe, not interested. I'm all into two-handed weaponry by now. Longblades is slowly getting there. Yet still, I'm lacking a lot of enchant weapon scrolls to make this greatsword as viable as my scimitar here. But we will see it. We will see it happen. I'm already sitting at 2 scrolls, which makes my swords potentially 2 plus 3, plus 4. That's a start. Alright. Few more vaults to go for the room. I'm gonna kill the water elemental, which brings up some constant pressure with the drowning. I want to bring down the harpy as well. A warped greatsword. Ooh, that looks juicy. It's only +2 protect. Oh, too bad. That could have been so nice. Would have fit so well into my build here, but sadly that didn't work out. Winddrake went down. Bunch of merfolk. Nothing too scary here. I want to stand here to try if I can riposte any of these guys. With the shield this works out really well. They have a hard time hitting me by now. That's why I really love to have a shield. Especially large shields. You notice the difference between a normal shield and a large shield so much. Alright. Another pretty standout Shoals pack. who got engulfed by a water elemental and barbed. But I want to step forward to these ranged enemies. Let's take down the Necromancer as fast as possible. Because standing one tile away from a Cyclops and the Manticore, well, take the barb damage for once. Book of Geomancy. Oh, whoops. That was one of the worst fat fingerings I did ever. I wasted my only scroll of silence. Oh boy. Feels so dumb. Feels so stupid to do so. Alright. Just hope I'm gonna find one more along the way, at least. So that's what's happening when you're waiting for a Manticore to get close. They shoot a ton of needles at you. Alright, this could be the Rune Vault. And it's a very dangerous place, actually. Boy. This is pretty sick. So let's drop in this lamp of fire and do some steam clouds. That not only provides smoke, but also it provides fire clouds and steam. That's what I tried to say. Alright, let's toss this Phial of Floods. And I get mesmerized here. I'm really stuck in a bad situation here, and I really wonder if I should go for a corruption here. That's way too many baddies to banish them all by one. Let's see how my chances are here. The Necromancers are pretty hard to banish. Let's try to take down one more of those. I mean, it's only one Necromancer left. Let's see if we can banish him. There we go. But we took a lot of damage along the way, so I want to heal it, which doesn't work out. Alright. So I think the banishing party will continue. I'm gonna get rid of the guy with the electrocution trident here. So we're out of mana now. Alright. It's a bit late to toss this, but I'm gonna put up the agility potion. The heal wounds. I'm gonna get rid of the harpy now. It's still those impalers are really poking me hard here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to lightning down this guy. But let's do the Ic0n blink. Didn't work. Didn't do too much, but at least I got away a bit. This is looking a little terrible here. Alright. So let's go for the summoning scroll and blink again. And I think I'll fog here for now. The main problem here is still the barbs from the Manticore, and for a short moment I'm gonna Ambrosia and then I'm gonna Cure because I don't want to be confused too long. Alright. So my summons are chunking through these enemies a bit, but not as much as I'd like to. Try to Fear Scroll. That might help as well. And try to step back a bit. I have friendly summons around me. I really want to get rid of this Manticore. Finally, we got it down. Let's wait a few turns. So these guys are pretty low by now, and I think I'm gonna try to Ambrosia one more time. Got mesmerized. It's still, the scroll of summoning saved my bacon here. Whew, what a fight. Alright. It'll be a pleasure for me to banish you, my friend. Alright. I really felt like going for corrupting the floor, yet still I've seen one big problem with this move. There will always spawn some hostile creeps out of this move, and I was barbed. Alas, totally unable to run away from this situation. And there we go, we survived Shoals. Well, hopefully. I'm gonna end this episode as soon as I left Shoals. I don't trust this area. It really tried to kill me again. After being so nice to me, after being so harmless, after being one of the most beautiful and scenic areas to see in this game, it just tried to backstab me. That's Shoals. Tries to backstab you. Alright, we made it out alive. We got the rune. We burned a lot of potions, but not all of them, actually. That's really cool. And we're still sitting on a further scroll of summoning, and yeah. Thanks for watching in this episode. I really was sweating blood and tears here for a moment. I was so afraid to die. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a very tense play here, but everything worked out fine. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope I'm gonna see you soon again. Leave me a like if you want to. Leave me a comment. Tell me anything, what you think about this video. I'd be happy to hear some feedback, and until then, see you soon. Bye bye.